I'm Shredmaster Scott, and this is a guitar ear training tutorial. You're going to start sounding so good you give people an eargasm. If you're into metal guitar and music theory, you may want to subscribe to my channel. Of course, free booze and babes for everyone. So, we're going to talk about the process that I use in order to play by ear along to songs. How to figure out which scale is correct, basically. So, I follow kind of a 4-step process. And the first one is to find the root note. You've got to be able to locate that center pitch that sounds like home bass. So let's play a track and I'm going to hum the root note. That's really the best way to do it because it internalizes the music inside you. It makes you very musical. So here's the track. And you just want to use your voice. See if you can find it. Oh, that's the root note right there. That's the center pitch that everything revolves around. So once you find the center pitch, it's just something you feel, that's it. You could end the song on that note. Once you find that with your voice, find it on the guitar. So let's hunt around until we find that pitch. There it is. Okay, so that's a B note. Now, the next thing I do once I find the center pitch is I determine whether or not it's major or minor. So if it's major, then a major chord is going to work behind it. If it's minor, then a minor chord is going to work. So let's see which one fits to the track. So here's major. That sounds god-awful. Let's try minor. Bingo, that's the one. Alright, so once you've got the root note, which is B, once you've got the major or minor tonality figured out, then, you can do a few other things if you want. I mean, you could just play the minor pentatonic scale and call it good, which will work just fine. But if you want to go into the 7-note modes, like Ionian, Dorian, that kind of stuff, then you're going to have to figure out which one of those it is. And that's a little bit more complicated since there's 7 notes in those scales instead of 5. So, in order to do that, we know that there's 4 minor modes. You have Dorian, Phrygian, Aeolian, and Locrian. So, let's play each of those patterns to see which one fits. We're just going to use our ear. Here's Dorian. No, that's the wrong note. Let's try Phrygian. Oh, that's already wrong. How about Aeolian? And that's the one right there. Okay, so once you get the mode down, then you're kind of set. We know that it's B Aeolian now. And here's the real kicker, is once you get that, then you know all of the relative modes. Like for instance, if you can play B Aeolian, you could also play D Ionian. That'd be a relative key, or you could play G Lydian, or you could play A Mixolydian. I'll show you what I mean. So play along to the track and you'll see that all those shapes fit. So here's G Lydian. Right, that works, or D Ionian. Or A Mixolydian. Okay, so the point is once you get that framework plugged in, it opens the entire neck up to you. You know what key you're playing in, which modes are going to work, and not just in this one narrow little spot with the minor pentatonic box, like most people do. You've got the entire fretboard unlocked and access to the neck. So anyway, that's the way I approach ear training on guitar and how to know what scales to play and how to solo, basically. That's the process that I go through very quickly just to, you know, sort of get grounded in a song. I've included the backing track that I was playing along to and all of the relative modes for this song, which is of course Comfortably Numb, in the description below. So you can get the tabs for all that. You can play along until you give yourself an eargasm. Also, I want to know how you approach soloing in the comments below. Do you do it in a similar way that I do it, or is it completely different? For more metal guitar music theory, subscribe to my channel and I'll love you forever.